OBS is absolutely crazy. I felt that the computer was a little bit slow. Like, this looks like 3 full cores. I'm not sure what the Windows server thing does. That potentially has to do with my window manager. But this is crazy. Why have I changed the settings so it's not using I wonder if I should just dip it. Like, this is not good. But it does say Apple hardware encoder here. So it's not using much GPU, but a little bit. Oh wait, my cam. No. There we go. Did this go down as I got the camera to run? Seems like it. Yeah, but still like 39%. I have actually now I'm running the new version of the window manager. I thought we'd do a few fixes to this, maybe add back the clock and a few things like that. The new features are reordering, and that works, and has even a little bit of animation to it. So that's good. I can detect that I'm dropping off a window. It says swap regions here, so I could kind of potentially drag this over there, and that should work. However, I don't know how to handle that yet. But I think I can do this. Like, if I swap regions, shouldn't I just be able to set the frame of that window to be whatever the something like this, and it should just work. So I should have destination region. End drag region. And also, for some reason, IntelliSense stopped working. It's been working really well. Not equals nil. So should be able to say, create this thing from the region rect, and just set up the dragged window. I think I can just do window.frame.set and then passing rect there. Yeah, it's significantly slower while I'm running with OBS. I wonder. Here is everything. Little reorder. If I pull this over there, didn't work. Did say swap regions though. And it didn't crash, so that's... Ah, instead of region here, I actually set it to be whatever the region I was dragging it from. Know that this is not null, so I can plug in my camera window here. I gotta make it active too when I do that, otherwise it ends up behind. But this works. Shit, that was quick. That's pretty good. No idea why it wouldn't work. Why the IntelliSense wouldn't work. So I cannot like place it anywhere specific. Like if I want to put that here, it doesn't work. It puts it at the end, and then I can. So it's not perfect, but it does work. So I can drag this now over to the other side and back. It's pretty neat. Oh, and it does remember its ID. So if I drag it here and then drag it back, it's going to remember that it was there before, or if it was first, for example. So it could use a little bit of fixing. I don't think it's too bad. So for example, this I want to kind of also, let's try this. If I minimize that, is the icon gonna go away? Yep. Hello, Sir Brunkins. I don't know what we'll do We'll work on robes for sure. I just have a couple of things I want to toy with in the window manager space. I've done a little bit of work on that this morning. And more or less things are working. I can now reorder my windows like I could in the other one. There's no like right click menu or anything like that I used to have once upon a time. This works, and I can kind of pull windows from other screens. I could set the ID to be the highest number in the destination. We could do this. Window.order equals end drag region count windows count. I think we can make this that. Hello, Lawrence. Okay, so now I pull this over here. It ends up at the end. And then if I put it in here and then I drag it there, put it over the other screen, drag it over here. It's at the end, so it's not perfect. I would I know where I'm gonna end up, so I could use that to figure out which of the regions I'm dropping into and like shift the icons around and stuff like that, but that's not a feature I have yet. Don't think I need all this debug information now that I know what's going on. Cool, let's get the clock back, and I think what I'm gonna do is just borrow the old code for that. We have a clock view. I'm also not using this, so we can get rid of that. The code is a little bit messy still. I have everything in more or less one thing, and I think I can make that a lot better, but we'll see. So we want to add a clock view here. Should be to the left of the G. Look at that, it works. That was also really easy. Try. No. I want to have spacer where it is, put a divider there and a divider there. I think. Takes a while for it to boot up. The dividers aren't that visible, but they are there with a different background maybe. One thing that annoys me a little bit is that the text is shifting every second. So that's something we could work on a little bit. My idea to fix that would be to set a frame on the text. So width could be like 200. Height is whatever, infinity. Alignment is leading, maybe. Pity it takes a while for it to reboot. $200 is a little bit too much. I'm guessing 175 is decent. Yeah, sorry. I've been slacking off. But I'm in a pretty good mood. I mean, on my second monster for the day. I actually raised the bar a little bit today at the gym. So I've increased to 100 kilos in a bench press. I think I could even have done a little bit more today. Felt strong. I've also checked my... I also weighed myself. I think my lowest... Let's check. What's that called? My... no, it's called like Wifing's Health Mate. Here we are. Well, Google. Here's my journal. So I'm really gaining back a lot of the whatever's I lost. Like the last 3 months, I think my lowest score was like 121.6, and today I'm at 127. So I'm really... Yeah, we have a really silent gym. There's not a lot of people there, and everyone is using those spray bottles with whatever that is, alcohol and something, and wiping everything. So I feel pretty comfy. COVID is here too, I guess. We'll see what happens. It's also fun that I've gained a lot of fat mass here, it says. And it doesn't show me... That's just adding a new... Yeah, whatever. This is also a thing. Like, I used to walk... Check, can we see more here? Not a lot. But I did like up until I guess till the summer. Oh, this looks low. Strange. I think I've done more than this. Anyway, gains at the gym. That's fun. Hello, Hadouk. How you doing? I'm doing almost zero cardio. I'm not doing any form of diet. The diet I've been on for the last couple of whatevers has been pizza, beer, and yeah, all those things. So yeah, something like that diet, Hadouk. So that's why I've gained like 6.5 kilos or something in the last few months. It's really hard when it's bad weather outside and it's dark and you're just... Also, I started going to the gym, which makes me more hungry, and I've also just not been doing that. So I want to do some walking at some point. Yeah, I'm not gonna go cycling. I hate cycling. It's the worst. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a slow day today, I think, in all regards. So I did check out. The only thing I know about the Game Awards is that there was no Breath of the Wild 2 or Silksong news. Yeah. And yes, writing Swift. This is the window manager code. The thing up here. You don't see it, but there is a similar thing on the left side of my screen and one on the right side. I can kind of drag windows between screens, like, or screens or regions, I call them on screen here, to kind of move them around between. You don't see it except for the central one. I did abandon JS. It doesn't work very well. Let's take a look again at this. So, hey, look at this. It's using, this is the new window manager. It's using almost 2%, I guess. The Node version used like 20 or something of a CPU core. So I don't know. It's it's a lot better. This one also uses events, and it doesn't poll except for one part. So this part, I don't know a good way of getting the window when it's done, so I actually have a timer that ticks every second. Tries to find my own window, and it just doesn't exist for a while, and there are no good callbacks that I've found. So I just do that. I could, if I wanted to, also stop listening on the timer when we're done, or when we have set this up, but I think we're just gonna keep it, because when the screen changes, I wanna move this thing. Matrix Experience, no idea. Somerville, no idea. So another thing I used to have is this is not really something that I used a lot, but I used to have a little what should we call it? Like a thermometer, or showing the outside temperature. Would be cool to have that. And this one, like with the clock, it doesn't matter if I have a clock here, I got a clock over on both sides, and it doesn't matter. But if I want to get data from a data source, I don't know if there is a good way of like having single object that is shared between these different views. Guess you could do static something. It doesn't feel good though. I could choose to only have it in one place. I could have another, like I got this model here. There's this environment thing that gets passed to everything, but I don't know how that works. So I wonder if there's another way of doing this. We can do something very similar to this. But I do it every 30 seconds or something. Just do like update temperature. And we can do like on appear update temperature, and then we do something like ... and then we put it in somewhere. I'm thinking another divider and temperature view, but I'm gonna do an if statement, so we only have one. So if wait, what am I missing? Did I change the lyrics or something? Didn't like this. Didn't like this at all. Oh. Okay, cool. No, I don't have the next game in mind. I'm pretty focused on robes, to be honest. I don't want to stray too much. There are some things I want to experiment with, but not like to make a game at this point. It's just I think I screwed something up badly here. I don't know why things are not happening here. It says build failed. Closure expression is unused. Am I like... Why? like it. I would say maybe restart. What? I'm gonna restart language server. Connection got disposed. Let's just restart code inside this here. Or VS Code. I want to learn about, speaking of game dev, I want to learn about compute shaders. And I have this idea of making something like the Falling Sands engine or Falling Everything engine in Noita. Still haven't played Noita, but so that's something we could try if we wanted to. So it says unable to attach DB error accessing build database. Database is locked. Probably there are two concurrent builds running at the same time. If I run, does it work? Nope. Same error. I'm gonna see if I can clear this out somehow.
Monsters. Monsters.
Hope lingers on after the one you love is gone. Thought I smelled your ghost in my winter coat, and our love became a void, another echo in the noise I can't erase.
Compiler's unable to type check this in reasonable time. Try breaking it up. I've had this error before. That's a weird error. Maybe opening the project up in Xcode could help. See if that builds.
Monsters.
Build failed. Well, that's old.
Monsters. Monsters.
That's not annoying at all. I can also hear the fans. Yeah, that compiler is really weird. It's just like I'm gonna give up. So do I have something running here that's like compiling or something? Like Xcode build. It doesn't look like it, and I don't necessarily feel like restarting my computer. Maybe we can just RM, RF, GWM, and then try to build again. Oh shit, it's actually downloading stuff now. I hope this doesn't break everything. Because that would make me really sad. So is it doing anything or Swift front end is using a lot of, that's good, I think. That's it compiling. Yes, we have made some progress for sure. But now it doesn't compile the project properly anymore for no good reason. Just stopped working. Kebab. It's called GWM, which is the least convenient to say. It's done. Build failed. But why? What failed then? The compiler is unable to type check this in reasonable time. There is something going on here. What is going on there that it can't type check? Try to build again. The glorious one. It's a grouped window manager. Nightingales. Nightingale. I only saw some. It was that weird green dude on the front or on the cover, right? Or.
There's traffic on the bridge, but the skyline shines with a certain light, and I know you're sick of it, but I know we're happy hour nearby, and there's a possibility.
Okay, so this fails because the other build is still running. Now I think I've screwed myself. Yeah, look, I got 2 Swift front ends here. I'm gonna kill those. Hopefully. Maybe we can build now. What's the this is not correct. It is under. Wow. Is this still running or source kit service is like killing things? Let's force quit there. Let's force quit that. Comes up again. Now it's gone. I've used my window manager now. Try building, not touching anything. Any other things to understand here? No, it shouldn't take this long to compile. It's still probably building here, but this somehow started working when I removed that part. This is really bad. Is that gonna come back now, or? Nothing seems to be running. Okay. But I do get these.
I wasn't looking for action, just some distraction, just a little weeknight, booth in the back.
Okay, now we build.
Romance, just a quick slow dance, and the off chance that an off night and a side glance might leave me.
Now the project builds again. What? It even launches. Okay, so now we got our date up here. And it works. Now we re-enable this temperature view without using it. We build. It builds. Good. Okay. And now okay, so it's compiling, I think. Did it hang again? Because now it takes a lot longer than it did before. Okay, I guess we gotta kill it.
I wasn't looking for devotion, just cheap emotion, but I found love like an ocean. On my second whiskey, guys try to miss me, they lost control. I didn't know I had a soul until the moment you kissed me.
Build succeeded. Isn't this super weird?
I said I never felt my heart like this. She said I never felt my body. I always thought the point of love was just to keep from falling till the
Is there any difference between this and this? Call it something else. Jocke McKniv. And then we put that in always. Is the problem this? If region ID equals 1,
just some distraction.
then it
Just a little weeknight, booth in the back. I wasn't looking for romance, just a quick slow dance. And the off chance that an off night and a side glance might lead me to the wrong hands.
now that seems to build nicely. It is that if region ID equals 1, like the conditional thing inside of this stack. This is wild. Can I now get this back? Okay, so that if region ID equals 1, that breaks the debugger. Okay, cool. This will now only update every 30 seconds, but there is one there for now. It would be nice if this one we had some caching service. Is there one in Swift? Cached fetch or something? Let's also take a look at what the URL would be in my old. first then, and kevm. And then like somewhere I have a file that loads from. Is it an app or something directly? I think I do something super stupid here. There's a lot of code in this project, and we have a lot less and more functionality in the new one. Here's a temp thing. So we could get this URL. This is pretty good. So how do I do Swift HTTPS request? Okay. Isn't there a Swift 5 version of this?
The top shelf tumbles and the wall clocks run. The well scotch bottles and the soda guns. You missed the last train from the city tonight. Old friends see each other in a different light. You missed the last train
This is mostly for post. People seem to be using Alamo Fire. And then there's JSON. Ugh. We try just fetch request. Swift 5 simple HTTP request. So we're gonna need a URL. That seems to be a thing. URL session shared data task. Okay. Like,
light and half in dark is where we start. Half in light and half in dark is where we are. Half in light and half in dark is where we start. Half in light and half in dark is where we are. We are one beating heart. We are one beating heart. We are one beating heart.
so I guess we get the data here. So we just do like print. Let's do one here. Updating temperature. And then temperature response. I'm just gonna throw that data here, I guess, or something. Not happy with me. Have an extra. Oh, yeah. Sorry for not doing any game dev.
A computer is an
Like-
educational device. It is in fact
Maybe
a direct
we'll
reflection
get
of
to it.
your
Build succeeded,
imagination,
so
your intelligence.
let's see.
And once you are given the freedom in which to create things and to see the immediate response on the screen, then it becomes a very enjoyable experience. You go on to involve yourself in many other things.
I have no idea if this did anything or. So it says updating temperature there, but I don't.
Fantastic and hypnotic field. Once you start, you just can't stop. It's something you can't explain.
I don't necessarily see any temperature response. So I think I got to do something more with this. Read the code again.
What is all this microcomputer and computer business going to do to our society?
Got to do task resume.
The case is that we are humans and we are much more adaptable to our environment than the computer is to its own.
Maybe. This is annoying. Swift UI. Invalid frame dimension. What is
If you look at
this?
society as simply the collective contribution of millions of human beings who carry
Is
in
it one of my
themselves
like
a certain power and
infinites here?
influence and emotion. And every time you turn the switch off of one of those persons, you've dampened the glow. It's the fundamental question of whether this society is going to find a way to make itself as rich,
Maybe. I'm not sure.
powerful, and if you will, as beautiful.
Software and game dev. Yes, but the title is robes.
Who like adventures, you gotta be people and all this. It's sort of like an adventure.
Okay. So it says temperature response. Optional. A couple of bytes. Okay. So we got something back. Now how do we read this data? Data dot from
Speaking of marketing, one of today's greatest marketing
Decode.
triumphs in the entertainment field is video games. It's a business which has tripled in size in just 3 years. Ron Endron went out in the field to bring us this special report.
All over the country, armies of young people are blasting away at invaders from outer space and paying for the privilege. I'll be looking at the electronic game craze, which has not only fascinated the nation, but which has created some interesting problems as well. Although it looked innocent enough, this machine turned out to have some unusual powers. It kept kids mesmerized for hours.
We are not a sentimental age. We don't want our parents trying to order ticker tape parades. We are not a sentimental age. We're all getting high on
Is this gonna be the string version of this now?
hooking up with strangers we will never see again. We are not a sentimental age. We are not a sentimental age.
Nope. I just didn't compile or something.
When I dream, we're all melting together.
Okay.
Synchronized in a mass embrace.
Still.
Beats of water
That can be okay. But it's not gonna be.
like a North Shore wave. How strange. We're parts of each other. How strange.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a slow day.
Even know your name.
Want to do a quick test of how this actually works, if you want to see it. Since things aren't running now, let's hide this for a second, and then we go like, we create these regions. I'm gonna hide this for a second and do another one. And this is gonna be right. It's gonna be U1, 2, 3. So I'm inserting another window here. U plus U, U2. I think that should work. This one to the bottom, it will be better. Okay. Look, here we got different windows, or different, like there's a split going here now. So if I take my thing here and drag it over there, and at the same time if I drag that one over and back, we can have this going. This is how it looks for me and all the other. It's so bright though. So I can kind of drag windows back and forth between those two. Here's Photoshop. It doesn't auto, like I can tell it to auto do things, but Unity, you can put Unity over there, Unity over here, activate this, whatever. Have multiple windows if I wanted to, just group them. That. Oh, I want a quick way to switch between these two. That's another thing we could work on a little bit. But let's see. What time is it? 14:54. So let's see what they say. It seems like they want some kind of. They want to know how they can be decoded into a certain thing. But I have no idea how this thing looks, so it's not going to be a simple result. Can I not like decode it into some other NS dict or something? Any? So let's go back up. Oh, we're in the right place. Good. Wrong key.
Parents too, kids get high in the spare bedroom. We grow up and move away. The seasons pass.
Now we don't have books, so I'm gonna guess that this is not an array of books. In what is this weird if data equals data? Short circuit? Coalesce? Still, this needs to be like that. Why do we need multiple? We're not using the request here. Maybe it doesn't matter. Build failed.
We're the monsters and fire breathers. We were the quiet sunrise leavers. You were
We're getting any? It says update, but then it doesn't do the task. So we didn't do resume.
till I'm not lonely anymore. It's only
And we don't need to save the task, I think.
Cause in the dark there are no strangers, there are no strangers at all. Cause in the dark there are no strangers, there are no strangers at all.
So I got something, and we get just a size back. I want to see 34 kilo. Can I get this as a string or something? If I just pass the data to a string constructor, I don't think that will work. You know what? We should should try a new window. There's a Swift Playgrounds thing. Use that. Playgrounds. This one. Hopefully we can make this run. Did this not build? Yes. But so how do we open up Playgrounds? That is not the right playground. Okay, so how do we use it? So we gotta create a new bundle in Xcode, it seems. Create new project. Call this like playground something.
The big question about new nerd cereal is which side?
There's no playgrounds here.
Get hold of the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Am I missing something? New playground. Here it is. Here it is.
Transformers will return. These messages.
Want to make a blank. Next. Save as playground. Sure. Sounds good. Hello, playground. We run this. What happens?
Atari Games has brought you a constant stream of steady hits. Video games which have had the excitement and depth to keep players coming back.
Print. It doesn't really do anything. Shouldn't I be able to do print in here? I have no idea what I'm doing. What do you think I need for this? Swift UI, is that actually what it needs? Seems like it. Okay, so in theory I should also be able to run this inside of my playground now. Open documents, my playground. Why is this never easy? Nothing works. Okay, screw it then. Okay. Is there a temperature show outside temperature? Let's have my weather. Seems very similar to what we.
I made my home in a tin top bomb, and now we're so happy with 28 years of free falling. Oh, but now
Hey, Joey.
and I'm balling. And she was born in a tin.
This seems like half of what we want to do.
Y'all seen this weather app I just built in SwiftUI?
Weather service. Here we go. What do they do? I guess they have like an API, but they have defined that.
Once you do that, we want to right click on API and we want to click add files to Weather App. We're going to click the API.swift. And just like that, look at this. We have all of these models that were just generated.
Wait,
for us.
what?
Like, how cool is that? You want to open it. Now, once that is open, just make it a little bit bigger. What we want to do, I'm going to CD into our project here.
They download the result that they want, and
So I'm
then
inside my project. Inside of here, what we're going to do is just like start.
QuickType.
I want to run this, but basically we want it to find this JSON that we just added. So go back to Xcode real quick. There's JSON right here on other app. And we're just going to call this API.swift.
interesting. So, okay, you can go to that URL that we had before. You can create that type. I could ever find the thing again. That's not it. This is it. So just curl that, I guess.